Yes, it's Big Game Al. Back here actually recording a video. A bit of fluff on my top, yeah. So, I've literally just got back, what, 4 hours ago from another road trip. So, the plan was I was going to do daily videos again. I was going to do footage. The truth is, I filmed in one shop. A lot of them wasn't worth filming in. They was too small. It just wasn't worth it. But I've made a little list of all the shops that we went in. So I went with Paul, the Ink Northerner. So we met up with a few other YouTubers along the way. Just out in a random wild met one. Like literally bumped into him in a game shop. So yeah, that was quite fun. On the old pink gin. Just looks clear on the old video. It's definitely pink. I can assure you. Well, I say pink, it's blueberry and raspberry. It's definitely pink. But yeah. So I managed to recover from the dreaded COVID. And we went out on a little hunt. So we basically went from Birmingham down to Leicester. No, more to that. Went from Doncaster, where we met up, down to Leicester, and then across to Birmingham. We've done it over 3 nights, 4 days. And yeah, had a bit of a laugh, had a few beers, and bought a load of games. So we did go to a lot of CEXs. I can't remember what I got from what CEX, so we'll do all the CEX stuff at the end. There's a lot of green spines on the old CEX stuff. But yeah, so the first place we went to, Doorway to Dorkness in Doncaster. So this is in Unit 4, Excelia's Court, Coinsborough, DN1 or DN12 3HQ. Yeah. There's their Facebook and all that, telephone numbers if you want to contact them. But yeah, it's basically Doncaster. So I did manage to film a little bit in there. The only bit I filmed. So I'm going to chuck that footage in now. So see you in about 6 odd minutes. So we're here in Doncaster, in Doorway to Dorkness. It's a nice shop, very clean. We're going to have you a little tour. Hope you enjoy it. hope you enjoyed that. So I had a look around there. I picked up 3 things. That's all I picked up from there. To be honest, over the whole road trip for the 4 days, I didn't get anywhere as much as I did last time. I probably showed more in one of the day's videos in that other one. But yeah, what I did get was alright. So first up, I just got another Sega Saturn pad, just because I only had one. So just wanted to get a second one. So I grabbed that. Oh, nowhere to put anything. Something that I'd never seen before. It's the Explorer cheat system. Now I know they do this for the GameCube and the PS2, but I didn't realise they'd done an Xbox 360 version. So yeah, I grabbed that. And then an Xbox 360 game I needed was Super Street Fighter 4, the arcade edition. So yeah, so we started off with picking up the one Xbox 360 game there. So yeah, we also bumped into Gold2th Gaming, and he didn't sing for us. I was very disappointed. But I literally walked in the shop and he's like, "Hey up, it's Big Al! Who the hell's that?" Turned around and there he was, Gold2th Gaming. So I'll try and stick a little picture up here if I remember. Hopefully I have. But yeah, it was good to meet him. Great to see you, Gold2th. I'll also stick a link down below to his channel, as I said, anyone I mention. We stick him in it. And then we went to Sheffield. So from Doncaster, we went down to Sheffield. We went to the game shop and CEX. They was inside the little precinct. There was also a little independent one there, like a little market store. I can't remember what it was now, what it's called. But that was there as well. Should have thought about this before I done this video. But in the game shop, I picked up for £2 NHL 2K9. So yeah, it's £1 more than CEX, but not one you very rarely see. Just because I can show you that it's all complete. As you know, I don't buy them unless they're all complete. And then we literally went into a little market stall, and I was looking around, there weren't that many games there, and right out of the corner of my eye I spotted Le Tour de France, the 2014 edition. So this was the last Tour de France game that I needed. So yeah, that was quite handy getting that. So yeah, that was in the precinct in Sheffield. And then we went to Game and Movies, and I picked up two from Game and Movies. That was it. So yeah, just hunting through, looking around. One of these hasn't got a manual, so I need some people's help. But the first one I found, again, double the price of CEX, but thought I'd help out these little independent stores, is Tropico 4, just the standard edition. I've got the gold edition, so this was just the standard one. But what they did have in there, in a bargain of £6, was the Xbox Live Arcade pack. This is the Lumis edition, Luminis. But yeah, so it comes with this thing, but there's no manual. So it's unscratched, but I don't know if it's meant to have a manual in there. So hopefully you Xbox boys could help me out. But yeah, someone paid £1.50 for it before they traded it in there, so that was a bit of a disappointment. And then we went up to just outside of Mansfield to a place called Button Bashers. Not a bad store. They had a lot in there, just nothing I really wanted. But I did manage to pick up 2 games that I was after. They're £8 each in CEX. I paid £10 each for them, but by the time you had the postage on, it's the same price. So the first one I got was Assetto Corsa, your racing simulator for the Xbox One, and the Flashback Classics Volume 1, all the Atari games. So yeah, I want to pick up all 3 of these. So while I was there, we picked up 2 of them. We then headed off to Alfrington and had a little night in the hotel there. I say night in the hotel, it was more of a night in the town. So we tried to get a taxi. We got there at like 3:30, and they're like, the first taxi we can get to you is 5. We're like, yeah, don't worry, we'll walk this. So I got on Google Maps, typed in like a pub, and started a route, and it was taking us down like this little dirt track. God knows where we were. Paul's going, this ain't right, this ain't right. And we was just about to turn back and go the other way. And I heard like a motorbike, and I saw this helmet going. And I see him, he went underneath like the main motorway bit, and I'm like, oh, there must be an underpass there. And we went down and there was. So, but it's quite a walk. If we had just literally come out of the hotel and just walked onto the road, we would have been there. But we literally went about a mile out of the way. But yeah, we went there, we had dinner, we had loads of beers, loads of drinks, met some people. It was brilliant. Great night out. Love Alfreton. Absolutely fantastic. If you're ever there, go to, I think the pub is the Bluebell. Or something like that. I'm sure Paul will correct it in his video. But I'm sure it's the Bluebell. Went out and ordered 2 beers and it come to £5 and 5p, and like we're looking at each other going, what's that, each? And I was like, no, for both. Unbelievable. Great bargains. So yeah, we had a few that night. Yeah, it's definitely a good night. went back to the hotel and then got up in the morning and headed off to Kirkby and Ashford, I think it's called, where we met RetroRam, Liam. Again, I'll try and put the picture up here. Hopefully I've remembered. By pointing like this, it gives me an indication when I'm flicking through the video. I'm like, yeah, there's the point, right. So yeah, so we went there. We had some breakfast in the old Weatherspoons. And then just down the road, well, round the corner from Weatherspoons, we walked around there, was Kirkby Sales and Exchange. And I picked up one game from there. It was a pretty nice shop. It was mainly toys and stuff like that. And, oh, well, I say toys, like old memorabilia and things like that. But they did have an Xbox One game and I thought I'd grab it. A lot cheaper than CX. And that's the new Hot Wheels Unleashed game. Yeah, as you can see, it was £16 from Kirkby Sales and Exchange. So if you're in the area, get yourself down there. Pretty good store. We then went into Derby. Went to game CEX. I think I got something in CEX. I can't remember exactly now. I think I've got at least one game in there. But then we headed to a shop called Computer Exchange. And they did have some nice sealed games in there. I was thinking about buying and selling on because I'm a dirty reseller now. But while I was looking around, for £1 for the Xbox 360, we picked up a MotoGP 10/11. So I think there's only one MotoGP game I need now. But yeah, for £1, it was all nice and complete. Can't argue with it. We then said goodbye to Liam, went our separate ways and went down to Leicester. And got absolutely stung for parking. So lucky enough, we decided to go to the hotel and leave one of the cars there and travel in together. Because we were staying in Leicester, so we thought we'd do that. And yeah, we're glad we did. We was in Leicester for under 3 hours and the parking was about £11. It's unbelievable. But I did get some nice stuff while I was there. So, if you don't know, you've got Super Game Chat there, who was actually celebrating their 1-year birthday today as I'm filming this. Their first year of being opened is today, the Saturday. Saturday the 30th of May, not May, April. Saturday the 30th of April, 1 year since they opened. So I had to buy some stuff in there. So first up, for the Game Boy, I picked up Choplifter 2. Don't know if it's any good, but I've heard good things about it. I know a lot of people love it for the, is it the Master System? So yeah, I've just picked that up. Because we spent a lot in there, he gave us a free gift. So I got a nice steelbook for Pokemon Sword. So yeah, still sealed. He basically had a load of stuff and he's like, as you spent so much, you can have one of these items for free. He's done the same for me and Paul. I won't spoil what he got because he'll be showing it in his video, but yeah, I picked up Pokemon Sword Steelbook for the Switch. So what did I spend my money on when I was in there? So I spent my money on a lot of Pokemon stuff. It's probably why I picked that Pokemon Steelbook up. So first up, I got for the Nintendo DS, Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Explorers of Time. So yeah, I don't know what this is like, but all I know is it's nice and complete. And the other one I picked up was Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Explorers of Darkness. So we got Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness. Maybe they should have released Explorers of Light as well. Maybe they have. Someone will let me know in the comments. But the best thing I picked up cost me a grand total of £80. It's not in the best of conditions, which is why the price is what it is. But I'm happy with it. It's for the Game Boy Advanced. It's Pokemon Sapphire. Yes, it's the American edition, but it don't bother me. It still plays. He said it's had a new battery fitted in there. I'm not going to get it all out. But basically the reason it's that price is for this one side. It's just a whole line of it missing there. But other than that, it's got a little bit of crush in there, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's in lovely condition other than that. It's all complete. He opened it all up for me. It's got the manual in there. It's got all the little leaflets. It's got the game. It's got everything. So yeah, I was happy with that for £80. Just to get it ticked off the list. We then had a look around. We went to some CEXs. I've got a few. No, I didn't get anything in that CEX. I did. I got one thing in that CEX. I remember now. But we'll get onto that later. But they had a cash converters. Or cash concepts. So I was just looking through. And for £5, I found a copy of Samurai Warriors Empires 2. Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. For the 360. Now, this is an £8 game in CEX. So, to get it for a £5. Not sure, does it tell you what shop it is there? No. But to get it for a £5, and it was all nice and complete, lovely condition. So, extremely happy with that. And, yeah. Very happy with that. But what he did was, when I got there, he goes, oh, it's buy one, get one free. You can have any game up to a £5. So I thought, wow. I went and had a quick look. And for £4, I managed to pick up Monopoly Streets for the PS3. Now, the reason I picked this up is because it actually trades into CX for £4. So, now this has only cost me £1. So, happy days. An £8 game for £1. Right, we then went to Alpha Gaming. Is it Alpha? Alpha Gaming. Round the corner. And I was only going to spend this. It was £3, £2.99. This was all I was going to buy. Until I saw some other stuff and I was like, oh damn. It's going to be a lot of money. And it happened to be the most money I spent on any shop. So yeah, it was quite a bit. So I managed to find World Rally Championship, the original. So yeah, that was all in lovely condition again. All nice and complete. So extremely happy with that. And then I was looking at another game. But while I was looking at this other game, I was just right next to the DS stuff. And I'm like, oh, I've not seen that game before. I'm going to get it. And it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Attack. And yeah, it's like a arcade game for the DS. So, yeah, it's extremely happy with that. I just said to him, because it had no manual in there, I'm like, if you've got the manual, I'll take it. And the guy I don't know how to put anything in, he's put everything in back to front, so we just have to quickly sort it out. But yeah, it's all nice and complete. Very happy with that. But what I did see, and I asked him if it was complete, and it had everything in it. I did try and knock him down on price, which when you see what it is, you're going to say that was really cheeky. But yeah, for a grand total of £120, I got this absolutely lovely condition Game Boy Advanced Pokemon Leaf Green version. And yep, I got him to open it all up. He nearly ripped the thing trying to open it, and yeah, that wouldn't have gone down very well. But he managed to keep it all intact, didn't rip it. It has got everything in it. It's got the game, it's got the manuals, it's got all the other little leaflets, but it's also got the adapter that you never really see. The wireless adapter. To find that in it is very rare. So it absolutely had everything, and yeah, there you go. 120. He wasn't budging on price. I can understand why. It is absolutely fantastic condition. He goes, I'll give you the box protector for free. There you go. That's your discount. I went, alright, cheers. But yeah, so that's another Pokemon game ticked off the list. Absolutely fantastic. So then we stayed in Leicester for the night, which was handy because we literally had a table right next door to our hotel because we stayed in the Premier Inn that night. I don't know what it is with travel lodges. They stopped doing like their own restaurants anymore. They used to have their own bars and restaurants, and now the ones I stayed in for the last couple of nights had nothing. So yeah, but we woke up the next morning, went down to try and find this place what we thought was a Wetherspoons. Turns out it used to be a Wetherspoons and wasn't a Wetherspoons anymore, but still opened up really early in the morning and still done breakfast. So that was really nice anyway. So we went down there. We met up with the legend himself, TootyUk. Absolute legend. I'll try and stick a picture in here, but I took sneakily while I weren't looking. Don't like having his picture taken, old Stu. But he loves walking around all the charity shops. So yeah, we walked around a few charity shops and I picked up these two games here. So the first one was Burnout 3 Takedown for the PS2. So that was up for $125. And then I saw a copy of Black Ops 2 Call of Duty for the PS3 for the 360. And they had that up for £3.50. So yeah, this trades in for £6 and this trades in for £2. And when I went to the till, she started looking at the price and stuff, and she actually done the two for £4. So yeah, so I've doubled my money. £4 into 8. That's how you do it. So that's £12 I've got to get back off CEX now. But yeah, Stu was laughing at me because I was looking at all of 360 stuff as he don't like. We went into his CEX. Did I get anything there? I don't think, no, I didn't get anything in that CEX. But we went around the corner to a shop called Game World. I didn't get nothing in there either. I was trying to buy stuff, they just didn't have anything. It was like the worst day of game hunting for me, really. I didn't hardly get anything. So yeah, got a couple of bits taken to CEX get some credit out of. But Stu got something nice for his collection, and a guy called Nintendo Arcade Alex got a few nice bits, shall I say. He spent a fair bit of money when he weren't even there. But yeah, you'll see that in his videos. It was some nice stuff. Stu kindly got them for him, and they're going to sort out the payment and all that and postage. But yeah, Stu, you'll have to package them up well, because I don't think he'd be too happy if they don't turn up in good condition. But yeah, so after that we went into Birmingham. So we started off on the east side of Birmingham, and because of the clean air zone now, we literally went round the bottom of Birmingham and to the West Midlands, as they call it, afterwards. But we started off on the eastern side and we went to Entertainment World, and I picked up 5 games in there that I needed. It was quite handy. I literally walked in, I only needed a few Xbox 360 games left by then, and bam, 2 of them were there on top of each other. I'm like, there was in eye level as well. It's like, this is unbelievable, I need them, thank you. But I picked up a Wii game. I've well overpaid for it, but I got good deals on the other stuff, so I weren't too bothered, but I picked up Alien Syndrome, which apparently is like a reskin of the Master System version. Meant to be a little bit worse, but it looked quite fun, so I thought I don't pick up many Wii games. So for a £5, I got it. But I did get some nice Xbox 360 stuff. So, first of all, we picked up Summer Athletics 2009. Now, you would have seen this a few weeks ago on the CEX roulette when I done the 24-hour stream, and I opened it up. And there's the wrong game in it. Well, this time we open it up and boom! Summer Athletics 2009. It actually has 2009 printed on it. We've got the right game. We've got it. It's in the collection. It's done. Right. We now have completed our World Rally Championship collection because we now have number 3. So yeah, can finally get around to playing all 5 of them. Now this was quite a nice one to find because it was the only one in CX that weren't in stock. All the other ones were going to be easy to get, apart from this one. And yeah, he had a copy of it and it was only £10. Propeller, Pro Bass Fishing. Out of stock in CX and absolutely fantastic condition. Was well happy with that. And then the last one, which was probably, I think it was the first one I found when I got in there, is one I've been looking for absolutely ages. And you always find the Xbox One version, but you never find the Xbox 360 version. And it's Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. So yeah, that is, yeah, I'll talk about how many Xbox 360 games I'm down to now, because it's a small number once I've gone through the CEX stuff, before that pile falls over. So after there we went to, where did we go to after that? Went to GameSmart, and they had nothing I needed. So there was meant to be a couple more around south of Birmingham, and they weren't there. They just weren't there. Oh, weren't there at all. So we called it a night. We headed to Halesowen. We couldn't even check into our travel lodge. We got there too early, so we said to them we were right parking our cars in the car park. They said yeah. So by 2 o'clock we was walking around Halesowen, looking in the charity shops, CEX and all that, and was in the Wetherspoons by 2:30, having a few beers, as you do. So yeah, we had a few beers. We finally went and checked in, got ready, and we went out for the night. And we had a lovely meal out with the legend himself, RetroBear, and Mrs. Bear. Yes, they both come out, had a nice meal for us, meal with us, should I say. Absolutely fantastic night. Afterwards, Mrs. Bear dropped the 3 of us down the pub. She went home. And yeah, we went into RetroBear's local pub and had a few beers. There was a bit of a dance going on around the corner, a bit of a nightclub. I'm sure RetroBear goes around there every night. He was trying to like compose himself this time and sit round the good side and drink rather than go and party. But I'm sure he's down there every Friday and Saturday night having a good disco and stuff. But yeah, so after that we got a cab back. RetroBear went home. And yeah, we tucked ourselves in for the night. We woke up the next morning, bright and early. I went round to RetroBear's house, picked him up, dragged him out of the old gaming pantry, and took him on a little hunt for 8-bit stuff. And the surprising stuff is he actually spent more than me that day. So look out for his pickups video from that day, because he got some nice stuff. A lot better than I got. I barely got anything on that last day. To be fair, Vintage Gamer wasn't open, and Dana's wasn't open. Hidden Chest Gaming, they were both shut because Nick's just lazy, couldn't be able to open that day. No, he went up to the arcade club thing the other day for the 24-hour charity thing, and he's probably just taking the weekend off now, spending some time with the family. And Dana's out on the lash in another country, as he does all the time. So yeah, sadly they weren't open, but we did manage to get to a few shops. So we went to CEX in Mary Hill first. Did I get anything in there? Yeah, I think I got one game in there. I got a Wii game in there because RetroBear was with us, and you had to get a Wii game from RetroBear's there. So we went to Get Gaming, and I picked up two things from Get Gaming. So the first thing I picked up is a PlayStation 2 game. One you don't see around very often. It's Noble Racing, and it was only £2, absolute bargain. So I grabbed that. And something you don't see very often on this channel, I picked up a Vita game, Vegas Party, for a grand total of £10. Another absolute steal. So yeah, I was very happy with them. We then drove around to Joypad Joy and Toys, and I picked up the Pink Panther for PlayStation 1. So again, another game you don't see around very often for £25, and it was all nice and complete. You know what, I looked at some gameplay, it looked like quite a nice little platformer, so I bought it. Thought, why not treat myself on the last day? And then the last stop we went to was Old School Gaming, owned by Richard, to taking up cookery at the moment, I believe, is what I've heard. But I picked up a couple of platforming Game Boy Advance games. So the first one is just Tweety's Adventure. Tweety's High Flying Adventure, which he didn't charge me a lot for these. Probably literally just give them away, they were that bad. Toonsyvania, something like that. And the game I just wanted for the gamer score, it's meant to be pretty fun, is Back to the Future, the game. So I've already got this on the 360, and I believe it might just be the same game. I think it's just a Telltale's game. Yeah, Telltales. So yeah, I just wanted it for the gamer score. So yeah, Xbox One game in the collection for gamer score. What a surprise. So that was all of the gaming shops that we went to. But like I say, we went to CEX and I picked up a few bits and pieces, not a great deal, but I'll just ram through these. So as I mentioned, I picked up a Wii game. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Because why not? It was £2.50. What can you spend £2.50 on these days? You barely get a pint. NBA Live 08. Sports game ticked off. Finally got a complete copy of Never Dead. One you never find anywhere. Finally got a complete copy of it. We got, now this one I was told you don't see very often, Ride. So a nice complete copy of Ride. Bit of motorbiking. And finally, after all this time, I got the big box edition with the buzzers, the game and everything. It's all in there. I've opened it all up. It's all in lovely condition. So seen it, lights, camera, action. So now I need to rejig all my, I don't even know if this will fit on the shelf actually. I'll have to have a look. It might have to sit on top. It might not even fit on there. It might be too tall. Yeah, that's not going to fit. Yeah, that's miles higher than them. Yeah, it's not going to fit on the shelf, so I'll have to have a rejig around. But yeah, finally happy to get that. And then I picked up 4 Xbox One games. So, as I was saying earlier about the flashbacks. So, Flashback Classic Volume 2. To go with Volume 1. And then I just got 3 for gamer score. We've got Red Out Lightspeed Edition, which is some weird Wipeout style racing game. Road Rage, because why not? Bit of road rage, bit of motorbiking. And the last one I've got, I've been looking for this for a while, and for £3, absolute steal. Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn, which is meant to be quite a good game. So looking forward to giving that one a go. But yeah, that is everything I've picked up in the last little 4 days over this little road trip. We're hoping to do the one in September. We haven't got a date yet, but if anyone would like to come on it, let us know. We're going to be going around the northeast coast and up to Scotland, hopefully hitting Japanese Allen store. And hopefully we're going to go up into Newcastle. Hopefully Geordie Slasher will be around to meet us. Be nice to finally meet him. Come on, Mark, make sure you're available that week. We'll sort out some dates with you. And yeah, if anyone else is around that area, Marcus, looking at you. Anyone else around that sort of area? I can't remember whereabouts we're starting from. Scunthorpe, something, I can't remember. Somewhere over there, and working our way around. But if you're around that area, let us know. Come and join us. Even if you just come out to one shop to one day, why not? If you can make the whole 4 or 5 days, whatever we're going to do, even better. But yeah, that is everything from this one. I'm going to put some links down below. I'm definitely going to put links to Doorway to Dorkness down there, because I've done the little video at their store. They let us film there. It was fantastic in there. Obviously, everyone I mentioned. Paul, who I went with, he'll be down there. Gold2th, Liam, Tooty. I don't know why anyone needs to know Tooty. I'm sure everyone knows him. And RetroBear. We'll stick them all down below. But this video's gone on long enough. What are we at now? About 40 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm going to try and get them pictures in there if I remember. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Wankers.